107th stanza we will be going through today, which is the concluding stanza or verse of the Vishnu Sahasranama. Whenever a stotra is concluding or whenever a text is concluding traditionally, just to indicate that the stotra or the text is or the line of thought is concluding, they always repeat the last line or the last few words, phrases, which will indicate to the student that that particular text or that line of thought or the chapter, whatever the teacher was taking, has got concluded. So here also when we chant the 107th stanza of the Vishnu Sahasranama, we will also be repeating that last phrase, last few words of the 107th stanza. This is how it is in the Mahabharata, the Vishnu Sahasranama, which has been taken from the Mahabharata. But traditionally, there is another very beautiful Sloka, which is used as a concluding Sloka, and along with that, it becomes 108. The Vishnu Sahasranama becomes 108. The 108th stanza is not there in the main Vishnu Sahasranama, but it has been added. And over there, it's just an invocation of the Lord. Again, we invoke the Lord's grace and blessings for us in our spiritual journey. So, therefore, the 108th stanza verse is also chanted, and that is traditionally chanted 3 times. And then comes the benefit of reciting or chanting or the hearing of Vishnu Sahasranama. So, we will also do that. So, 107th stanza.
śaṅkhabhṛnnandakī chakrī śārṅgadhanvā gadādharaḥ rathāṅgapāṇirakṣōbhyaḥ sarvapraharaṇāyudhaḥ sarvapraharaṇāyudha ॐ नमः इति vanamālī gadī śārṅgī śaṅkhī chakrī च nandakī śrīmānnārāyaṇō viṣṇurvāsudēvō'bhirakṣatu vanamālī gadī śārṅgī śaṅkhī chakrī च nandakī śrīmānnārāyaṇō viṣṇurvāsudēvō'bhirakṣatu vanamālī gadī śārṅgī śaṅkhī chakrī च nandakī śrīmānnārāyaṇō viṣṇurvāsudēvō'bhirakṣatu.
In the 107th stanza and the first line of the 108th stanza, we can see only the Lord's weapons, the name of the Lord's weapons have all been indicated over here. Shankha is there, Nandakī is the name of the Lord's sword, Chakra is Sudarshana Chakra, Bhagavan has got his bow, Vishnu's bow is called as śārṅga, gada he has got in his hand, rathāṅgapāṇi, one who has got a rathāṅgam, the wheel in his hand. It can represent Sudarshana Chakra, or in the Kurukshetra we are told when Arjuna was not fighting back as he should with Bhishma, Bhagavan immediately jumped down from the chariot and picked up a wheel of a chariot that was lying over there, and he was rushing towards Bhishma. At that point of time, Arjuna stopped him and said, "No, I will fight properly with Bhishma, please come back." So it also means Bhagavan is wielding the chariot wheel as a weapon over there. So, and again in the 108th stanza we have vanamālī. Vanamālī is Bhagavan has got a garland of wild flowers around his neck. So the rest are all weapons. Gada, the bow, śārṅga, Shankha is there in his hand, Chakra is there in his hand, Nandakī, the sword, is also there in his hand. So we should know why at the end of the Vishnu Sahasranama, in the concluding stage, why Bhagavan is being addressed as one who is carrying all these weapons in his hand, all the ayudas in his hand. Why so much of importance has been given to Bhagavan's weapons over here. So in the beginning itself, starting right in the beginning of Vishnu Sahasranama, the first 2 names, it started with Vishwam, Vishnu. The whole Vishnu Sahasranama represents for us a spiritual journey. So in that journey, what is it? What is our goal? Our goal is to reach mukti, moksha, to have his darshan. Whether it is saguna or whether it is nirguna, we want the Lord's darshan. So if it is nirguna, it means totally experiencing that highest state, Vishnu state. What is the Vishnu state? The state of infinitude. Vishnu means all pervading. So he is pervading everything. First name Vishwam means one who enters into, means he permeates into everything. So he is inside of everything and outside of everything. He is immanent yet transcendental. See, these two words itself takes care of what the Vishnu concept, what Vishnu Tattva is. So this is the stage that a spiritual seeker wants to attain. If he has to attain this state, how should he be transacting in the world where he is at present? Had been indicated in the 2-3 shlokas which we just did earlier to this, wherein the word yagna had come. We are all in a karma kshetra. We are all in this mortal plane of existence is our karma bhumi. It is Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra just doesn't mean battlefield. A workplace it is. A field of activity. So we are all being born into a field of activity, whether we like it or not. So inside us also activity is going on. In our houses activity is going on. Outside also we go to transact into the various fields of activity. How should we be? Therefore, it's only karma and karma and karma that we are engaged in, right from the moment we get up in the morning till we go off to sleep. Even in our sleep, karma is going on inside our body. Breathing in, breathing out, digestion is going on, circulation is going on. So many things are going on. So without karma, we can't exist. So therefore, in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan said, karma you cannot let go of. But how to use that karma for our spiritual progress has been indicated over there. How should we do all our karma, do all your karma like a yoga? Then it becomes karma yoga. All our work we should do in such a way that it becomes a worship of the Lord. So our day-to-day, daily routine activities remaining the same, our bhava should change in such a way that the very work that we are doing, whatever it is we are doing in the kitchen or in the office or in the puja room, anything, it should all become a worship. It should help us in our evolution. So that itself was called as a yagna. Therefore, so much of insistence was given on yagna. Bhagavan himself is yagna. Bhagavan, so if Bhagavan is the goal, well, yagna is the goal, because Vishnu is yagna and yagna is Vishnu. And how to reach him who is yagna? The path for us also is yagna, which means we should be doing all our karma like a yagna. Now when we start trying to do that, converting all our work into a worship, converting all our karma into a karma yoga or a yagna, when we are trying to do that, it becomes possible for us only when our antaranga is pure. Our inner equipment becomes pure, because it's all now along with bad and good qualities. Positive emotions are there, negative emotions are there, good qualities are there, bad qualities are there. So the bad has to be removed. And all the bad ones in us, the bad qualities in us, they're all asuric qualities. Sura means divine, good. Asura means opposite of divine, undivine. So just to make us understand this, all our bad qualities have been put out over there as Rakshasas and Asuras in the Puranas in the form of stories. So all the Rakshasas and the Asuras who countered Bhagavan and finally got destroyed and killed, they're all there in us. They're dwelling inside us. So it's not killing and destroying the Rakshasas and the Asuras outside, but it is killing and destroying the Rakshasas and the Asuras who are all there in us. The qualities that are there in us, the bad qualities in us, the negative emotions in us, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya in us, the sense of arrogance in us, ego in us. All these have to be destroyed, completely destroyed. If we throw them out, they'll come through the front door, they'll come back to us through the back door. So they all have to be killed. How did Bhagavan kill them all? He had these various weapons with him in his hand. Because each of them wanted to become immortal. Means all the bad qualities want to stay with us permanently. Thank God Brahma said it is not possible. Therefore all of them have got unique bones, vara. If we have to get killed, then this is the only method. So therefore Bhagavan had to, each of them has got a different unique bone. Therefore Bhagavan had to take different avatars, use different weapons and then destroy them. So if we, most of our deities, whether it is Ganesha, whether it is Subramanya, whether it is Vishnu, Shiva, Devi, all Hanumanji, all of them are carrying only weapons in their hand. And these, they're all weapons of annihilation, weapons of destruction. It doesn't mean violence. It means to destroy whatever bad is there in us. So therefore it becomes constructive destruction. For our good, something has to get destroyed so that we can move ahead on our spiritual path. So therefore Bhagavan comes with different equipment, weapons to destroy these various rakshasas. So within us, when we want to convert all our karma into a karma yoga, when we have to convert all our work into a worship or a yagna, it's not so easy. And by doing that, what will happen to us? Antaranga Shuddhi will happen to us. Therefore, before even we can step into contemplation, dhyana, etc., Bhagavan elaborately deals with Karma Yoga in the 3rd chapter, 4th chapter and the 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Only then he takes up dhyana. So therefore, since we want to all now convert all our work into a yagna, we must become yagnamayam jivana. Our life must become sarvam yagnamayam. Whatever we do, small or big, inside the house or outside the house, in the puja room or in the kitchen or in our office, everything must now get converted into a yagna. Then it means we are progressing on our spiritual path. How to do that? All these rakshasas and asuras who are there in us must get killed. Whom can we call upon? We can't do it by ourselves. Why? They are all very strong. Rakshasas, asuras, they have done enough tapas and gained unique boons. So left to ourselves, we can never ever hope to destroy them. Therefore we call upon the Lord. How do we call upon him? We call upon him as one possessed with all these equipment, all these weapons. Lord, come into my life. We invoke him with weapons. You bring all these weapons with you because we do not know which Rakshasa, for which Rakshasa, what weapon has to be used. Therefore, you come with all of them. So therefore, Bhagavan's weapon, therefore in the 107th and a part of the 108th Sloka, Bhagavan is being addressed over here or glorified as one who is carrying all these weapons in his hand. So once he comes in with these weapons, sure he will destroy the Rakshasas in us, sure he will destroy the Asuras in us, which we can't ever hope to do. That's one rendering. Another rendering is Vishnu has got 4 hands. In his 4 hands, he has got the Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma in his hand. Padma has not been added over it because it's not a weapon. What are they? Bhagavan with his 4 hands, with all whatever he is carrying in all of them, represent our antakarana. In our antakarana, we have 4 equipments: mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. So therefore, the Shankha, Chakra, Gada and Padma also represent our 4 inner equipment in us, which we have to use to walk the spiritual path. So therefore, over here now we know the importance of Bhagavan being invoked with all his weapons. So we'll go through what exactly they all mean. śaṅkhabhṛn, one who has got the Shankha in his hand. He supports the Shankha in his hand, the Panchajanya in his hand. Pancha plus Janya, that which has been born out of the 5 elements, which means it represents the creativity in us. It represents his creative Shakti power of creation in Bhagavan. We also have the power of creating. Good things we can create, bad things we can create. Good thoughts we can create, bad thoughts also we can create. Therefore, and since the Shankha is associated with Nada sound, Omkara, it also represents for us the Ahankara Tattva. Not the Ahankara that we all know. It is a sense of agency in us. There are different interpretations. So I am just reading them out over here. Shankha represents sound. Shankha represents therefore creation. And we are told when Shankhanada and Ghantanada are there, all the negativities move away and the positivities are invoked over there. The very sound of the Shankha creates a very beautiful positive energy over there in that particular environment. So much so that all the negativity goes away. So therefore Shankha represents for us positivity. Shankha also represents the inner call. Sometimes we say, I heard an inner voice telling me what to do and what not to do. So Shankha represents that also, the inner call. At the right time, something tells us, enough is enough, or you shouldn't be doing whatever you are doing. Now do this. So that is what Shankha stands for. Shankha represents all of these. Nandakī is the name of Bhagavan's sword. In the 4th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, cut asunder the knots, the bondages that we are in, the samsaric bondages. Cut asunder this ignorance that is there in you, cut it. How to cut anything? We need a sharp equipment. What is it? A sword. Therefore he says, uses the word sword of knowledge. Use the sword of knowledge and cut asunder all your doubts. Get your doubts cleared so that you are overwhelmed by the spiritual knowledge. And with that knowledge you can move forward. So Nandakī over here, the Lord's sword, represents for us Vidya Tattva. It represents knowledge for us. It's only with knowledge that ignorance will move away from us. It will go away from us. Darkness will go away only when light is there. Any other method, we can't remove darkness. Similarly, the ignorance that is there in us, spiritual ignorance that is there in us, how to remove it? Only with the light of spiritual knowledge. So therefore, the sword represents over here knowledge. The sword also has got a sharp edge. Therefore, it represents alertness. When we are handling a sharp knife or a sharp scissor, we are alert over there. We are aware. We are fully concentrating over there in the piece of job so that it doesn't hurt us. So the Nandakī over there, Bhagavan's sword, represents alertness, sharpness, concentration. It helps to cut our samsaric bondages. It helps us to end our ignorance. So Vidya Tattva, Nandakī. So Bhagavan is the one who we are invoking the Lord like this. One who has got the Shankha in his hand, one who has got the Nandakī in his hand, one who has got the chakra in his hand. Chakra over there is a Sudarshana chakra of Bhagavan. So what does the chakra represent? Chakra is used for destruction, we know. Whenever the Lord wants to destroy or kill a Rakshasa, he calls for his chakra and it comes. Lightning speed it comes, whirling. It finishes its job and goes back. So it's almost a circle over the cycle. It comes, does its job and goes back. Where does it go back? From where it came. Therefore, the chakra represents destruction. Chakra is cyclic, circle. It's like a circle. So there is no end, there is no beginning. There is only movement over there. It represents Kala, time. Kala chakra, it represents. In time, everything happens. And time also is cyclic. Years come and go, seasons come and go, months come and go, days come and go. Everything comes and goes. It represents the wheel of time. It represents swiftness in us, promptness. The moment the Lord calls, it comes. Therefore, swiftness, promptness. So, darshana. Darshana means to see, vision. So means good. So, divine. Therefore, Sudarshana also represents divine vision or noble good vision. When the seeker in a seat of meditation has gone into the higher levels of meditation, he will be able to see the Lord. See in quotes. It can be seeing in front of him if it is saguna, or he merges into it if it is nirguna. And also where the chakra left the Lord's hand, finished its job and came back. So where it started from, it comes back there. Therefore the chakra also represents the manas tattva, mind. From where the mind gets created, the mind goes back there. We can never ever actually find out anything about the mind, because we are trying to find out how the mind reacts, from where did it come from, where is its origin, what is it doing, where will it go back, using our own mind. With our mind, we can never hope to understand our own mind. So where the mind comes from, there the mind will disappear in our realization. So chakra represents all of that. Śārṅgadhanvā, the bow of Bhagavan Vishnu, is called as śārṅga. In the Upanishads also it comes, the bow represents the intellect. Like I said, there are different interpretations. So this is one of the interpretation, because in some, the gada also represents buddhi tattva, intellect. So there is perfect alignment over there, nothing like this interpretation is different from that. Different masters interpreted in different ways. So the bow represents the intellect in us. We have to use our intellect properly. Therefore some say it represents the ahankara tattva also. Ahankara tattva means the sense of agency in us. And we know the bow can be used only when the tension is right, because to place the arrow has to be released. If the arrow has to be released, the bowstring should be tensed up. So when arrow again over there, if the bow is the intellect, we can say arrow is the mind. So when the mind has to function, it has to function only with the support of the intellect. The knowledge that is there in the intellect, the good idea, the values, the ideologies that are present in the intellect should be used by the mind. So śārṅgadhanvā represents all of that. Śārṅga also represents omkara. Sara plus anga. Sara means essence. So Om represents the essence of Brahman. Anga means every part of him. So śārṅgadhanvā stands for all of that. And again the bow is used for destruction of the asuras and the rakshasas. Bhagavan's Vishnu's bow is called as śārṅga. Rama's bow is called as kodanda. Gada, Bhagavan has got the gada in his hand. So what does the gada represent? Again, like I said, in some interpretation it represents the intellect. Now and then when the mind wants to do all the wrong thing, the intellect gives us a knock. Don't do this. Do this. If you do this, you are in trouble. But the mind will never listen to the intellect. So therefore it represents the buddhi tattva also, knowledge therefore. And also very beautifully masters say in our life, when we don't do the proper thing, when we go on the wrong path, now and then we get knocks in our life. Adversities will be there, hurdles will be there, challenges will be there, knocks will be there in our life. Who gives us the knock? Bhagavan gives us those small little knocks, soft knocks sometimes. But still if we don't wake up, bigger knocks will come. So gada is always used for giving a knock. Why? So that we wake up. So sometimes adversity, hurdles, challenges actually can become a blessing for all of us. It is always not negative at all. So gada represents all of this. Of course, again, it's a weapon of destruction. Rathāṅgapāṇi, already said, either we can take it to be the Sudarshana chakra of the Lord, or also the chariot wheel that Krishna picked up. Why? To fight over there. So all the weapons over there are all used for constructive destruction, to indicate that everything has been dramatized over there and put in the form of stories for us in our Puranas. But all these Rakshasas and Asuras are residing in us. So we need the Lord to come into our lives with all his equipment and fight the Rakshasas within us. Kill them all. Destroy them completely. So when the negative and the bad move away, the good and the positive can enter into us. Rakṣōbhyaḥ means one who never ever gets agitated. One in whom there is no anxiety at all. We are the ones who are always anxious. For anything we become anxious, full of anxiety, full of agitations. We are always like either sitting on this side of the seesaw or sitting on that side of the seesaw. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down. We are never calm, never balanced. There is never a poise in our life. That calmness, serenity, peacefulness, it's never there in our life. Equanimity. Krishna says, if you can balance yourself, samatva is there in you, you are the greatest yogi, he says in the 2nd chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavan is absolutely, there is no agitation in him. He is poised, calm, serene, peaceful. He can never ever be provoked. So he only acts, he never reacts. Even when he is fighting with the Rakshasa over there, Raudra Rupa, fierce form, Narasimha, still he is only acting, he is not reacting. In our cases, most of the time we react. We never act or we never respond at all. So Bhagavan is the opposite of us, or we are the opposite of Bhagavan. Always calm, serene, come what may, any situation, any context. Rama was called by Dasharatha. Tomorrow you are going to be crowned. Tyagaraja Swami writes over there. He was smiling. Prasannata was there in his face. Next moment he was called. No crown for you, no kingdom for you. Okay, will I stay in the kingdom? No, 14 years in the forest. And how in the forest? Not like a prince. You have to stay like a sadhu over there. Not 1 year, 2 years, 14 years. He was supposed to go alone. It's different that Sita and Lakshmana accompanied him. Tyagaraja Swami says the same prasannata was there in his face. Not even a little changed on his face, Rama's face. That Rama I worship and I invoke, he said. That's the meaning of Rakṣōbhyaḥ. So when Bhagavan comes also with all his equipment, weapons to fight out these asuras and rakshasas, how is he? He is not like us. Anxious, restless, panicking, panic mode. For him it's all a leela, for him it is all a sport. Therefore, Rakṣōbhyaḥ, sarvapraharaṇāyudhaḥ. Again we are saying over there, Bhagavan, a few names we have remembered some of the names of your weapon. But what all weapons you have, we do not know. Why? He is infinite. Therefore, sarva means all. So he who has got all weapons in his hand, he is one who has got all implements in his hand for all different types of fight, for different encounters with various asuras and rakshasas. So all possibilities, you are the one who has got all possibilities. Because if we restrict it to only these, gadā, nandakī, chakrī, śārṅgadhanvā, etc., it means his weapons are restricted. Therefore, that means there is a sense of finiteness over there, finitude over there. Bhagavan is infinite. Therefore, his weapons are also infinite in number. Anything he can use as a weapon. Therefore, sarvapraharaṇāyudhaḥ, he has got all weapons. It can be anything to meet all challenges. And in those encounters and challenges, he alone is going to become victorious. In the forest, we are told when Rama was there, vanamāsa time, a crow came and started disturbing Sita. Bow and arrow were not there with Rama at that time. What did he do? He picked up a blade of grass. He charged the blade of grass and left it over there. So that little blade of grass became the most powerful missile over there, the most powerful weapon over there. Brahmastra it became. What? A blade of grass. That's the meaning of sarvapraharaṇāyudha. What he will use to kill what Rakshasa and Asuras, we can't say. How is he going to do? What is he going to do to kill or to remove the negativities and the bad qualities and emotions in us? He alone knows. But he comes well equipped. Will there be any shortcoming over there? Will he say, I didn't bring this weapon for this particular Rakshasa? Nothing like that. He is totally and completely well equipped. That's the meaning of sarvapraharaṇāyudha. It's so beautiful that the entire Vishnu Sahasranama is concluding with sarvapraharaṇāyudha. And again, just to say that the Vishnu Sahasranama is complete, we repeat it. Sarvapraharaṇāyudha Om Namaiti. So again, please come into my life, I am invoking you. I won't say bring this or bring that, because I do not know which Rakshasas in me need which weapons. You alone know everything, because you are all-knowing. Therefore, you come well-equipped. I know you will come totally and completely well-equipped. So that's the way the 107th stanza of the Vishnu Sahasranama concludes. And the 108th one, which has been added, it's a very beautiful invocation actually over there. Vanamālī. Bhagavan is the one who has got a beautiful vanamāla around him, a garland around him. What is it? It's made up of vana means forest. In the forest we have wild flowers. So vanamala can mean tulsi mala also. But vanamala in its largest perspective represents for us a garland made up of wild flowers. What does it represent? Flowers represent our vasanas. All flowers have perfume, fragrance. Fragrance means vasana. So whatever karmas we do, they leave behind us a vasana. They leave behind us a fragrance. Means I want to repeat it again. It leaves behind that in us. So that is called as a vasana. All our samskaras. So all of them are there in us, in our samsara bank. Some samskaras we have brought in this life to exhaust it. As we are exhausting, we are adding more into the bank over there. So it's all well accumulated over there. Make sure to come again and again and again and again. So what should we do? If we should not go back to that samsara bank, means come back again into this mortal plane of existence, the bank has to be closed. We have to close our accounts in that bank, samsara bank. Means there should be no debit, no credit, no vasanas there, good or bad. If we have done good in the past, we must come back again over here to enjoy. If we have done bad in the past, again we have to come back over here to work it out. So neither good nor bad should be there. Only then no more again coming over here. We would have reached the state of mukti. No more vasanas. So what should we do? All our vasanas are like flowers, because flowers have fragrance. So tie them all up, make it into a beautiful garland and offer it to the Lord. That's the meaning of offering a garland onto the Lord. Varieties of flowers, different flowers, names are different, forms are different, colors are different, fragrance is different, size is different. So we put them all together very beautifully, make them all into a garland and simply offer it to the Lord. And say, you take care of my vasanas. Good also I don't want to keep with me, bad also I don't want to keep with me, merit also I don't want to keep with me, demerit also I don't want to keep with me. Because for both I have to come back. Shubha and Ashubha have to come back. I don't want to come back again. So the only thing for us is to offer it all onto Him. Therefore we make it into a beautiful garland and offer it onto Him. Shraddha is there, Bhakti is there, He will accept it. So vanamāla represents that. So vanamāla, gadī, śārṅgī, śaṅkhī, chakrī, nandakī, all of them we've already gone through it. And the last line is an invocation onto the Lord. śrīmānnārāyaṇō viṣṇurvāsudēvō'bhirakṣatu. May He protect me. Rakshana we need from Him. He alone can be our protector, soul protector. He alone can be our soul shelter. Nobody else can. Everybody around us and about us, friends, relatives, all of them, ultimately, who is the one who can really take care of us? Bhagavan alone can take care of us. Yes, He may be working through people, but ultimately it's only the Lord who is our ultimate shelter, ultimate protection, ultimate raksha He is. Rakshamam, Sharanagatam, Pakshivahan. This is a very beautiful song. I seek shelter, raksha only from You. Nobody else I will go to. Because nobody can do my raksha as you can do my raksha. So therefore, Lord, you protect me. And the Lord's names over there, Narayana, viṣṇurvāsudēvō'bhirakṣatu. Vishnu means all pervading. We've already seen it. In detail, we have gone through these names. Vasudeva. Deva means Lord. So Vasu plus Deva, Vasudeva. Vasu represents Mother Earth. So he is the consort of Bhudevi. In its largest perspective, it means the entire realm of matter, Prakriti. The Lord of Prakriti is Vasudeva. Vasu means riches, wealth. So the Lord of all wealth. Wealth doesn't mean only material wealth. Everything is wealth. Money, yes, is riches also is wealth. Knowledge is wealth. Courage is wealth. Victory is wealth. Fame is wealth. So everything that we have added on to our lives, food is wealth. Character is wealth. If we have Shraddha and Bhakti, that is the inner wealth that we have in us. So for all of them, Lord, He alone is the Lord of that. Vasu also means seasons. So seasons come and go only in time. So therefore, Vasudeva means Lord of time. So all of this is represented over there. He represents for us the state of infinitude. He represents for us Lord of Prakriti, Lord of wealth, Lord of time, everything. What is He not? And also He is Narayana. What does Narayana represent for us? Nara plus Ayana is equal to Narayana. The state of Narayana. That there is a person over there in Vaikunta sleeping on Adishesha, that is Saguna part. Narayana is a state which we all have to reach. It's the state of mukti, moksha, enlightenment that we are talking about. So to reach the state of Narayana, we have to do Ayana. We have to walk the path. Ayana means journey, pilgrimage over there, moving from one place to another or from one state to another state. We are all now in the waking state, mortal state of existence. So from the mortal state of existence, we have to go to the state of immortality. So there is a path for us to take, the spiritual sadhana that we have to do, Ayana. To reach what? To reach the state of immortality, which is the Narayana state. We all Naras, who represent the state of mortality. So Nara plus Ayana is equal to Narayana. So very beautifully over there given to us. So therefore I invoke you, O Lord. You alone are my shelter. You alone are my refuge. You alone are the one who can protect me. Nobody else can. So with this, the 107th and the 108th shlokas are over. And normally, whether it is a scripture, whether it is the Puranas, whether it is Vishnu Sahasranama, or whether it is any of the stotras that we chant, there will always be, at the end of it, a benefit that will be told to us. If you chant this once, what will be the benefit? If you chant this twice, what will be the benefit? So we should know what is the gain. By reciting or chanting the Vishnu Sahasranama, or by hearing the Vishnu Sahasranama, it's not just chanting, they call it as Parayana. It's one step higher. So therefore, what will be the benefit that we will get? So there are a few shlokas also which talk to us about the benefit of chanting. It's not just chanting, hearing, reading the Vishnu Sahasranama. Again, Shraddha and Bhakti should be there. If there is no Shraddha, if there is no Bhakti, nothing will work for us. But if Shraddha is there and Bhakti is there, everything will work for us. So what is the less hearing or chanting? No Ashubha will be there in our lives. We all want only Shubha in our lives. Shubha means good. Everything that happens to us from the moment we wake up till we go off to sleep, and all through our lives, every day after day, we want only good things to happen to us. I should see nice good things. I should hear good things. May good things come into my life. May good people come into my life. Let everything be Shubha and Shubha and Shubha. We don't want any Ashubha. So therefore we are told, by entering into or by taking up the chanting of Vishnu Sahasranama, no Ashubha will happen to us at all. And what all will we gain? whatever we want in our lives, we will get. Some of us, we take up a sankalpa for a particular desire. Nothing wrong in the beginning. With desire also we can do, without desires also we can do. With desire doing will finally lead us to chanting it without desire. But that stage we have to reach. Right now, if somebody says, just chant Vishnu Sahasranama, don't keep any desire, for many of us it may be difficult. So this is what you want in your life, chant the Vishnu Sahasranama, or chant this stotra, or take up reading the Bhagavad. So something over there for me to hold on to. Because we are all human, we are at this level. So therefore, whatever we seek in our life, it will come to us. Knowledge it can be, I'm just reading out the benefit. Victory we may need, success for the children in exam, success in an interview a youngster has gone, job we need. So success over there, victory over there. Wealth we want, wealth can be anything. It's not just only money. All wealth, food we need in our life, health we need in our life, character we need in our life. Of course, we need the other wealth also in our life. A good family is a solid wealth for us. So wealth, health, happiness, lineage to continue, children, that also Bhagavan only has to give to us. Who else will give to us but He alone can give it to us. So to carry on the lineage, children, joy, courage, our welfare and well-being, and all the negative emotions should go away from our life. That bhaya, krodha, bhaya is the worst. We all have fear in us in some form or the other. So Bhagavan will make us all fearless. So the fearlessness, for that we need Him, His grace, and then the Purusharthas, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Dharma is values in us. With values in us only we must engage ourselves in our field of activity for Artha. Artha means wealth. So when wealth comes to us with the right means, when we work, we should work properly. Take to the right path, not the unrighteous path. So Dharma must be there first in us. Then with that we must bring Artha, wealth, into our lives. Then with that wealth gained honestly, we should try to fulfill our desires. Everything is upside down now. Then alone moksha can happen to us. It's a long journey for us. So if we want moksha, dharma first. So dharma, artha, kama, moksha, fame, glory, kirti, lakshmi. Everything will come to our lives. Everything will fall into place. Mind will get purified. A purified mind alone, we can use it for our japa, for our contemplation, meditation. For anything, mind should be pure. Mind should be without any agitation, without any anxiety. All of that, the Vishnu Sahasranama will help us. Clean mind. Or it will help us to cross over our difficulties, crises, hurdles. There are certain particular shlokas for certain particular problems also. Health issues, chant this. Wealth we want in our lives, chant this. Children we want in our lives, chant this. Horoscope is very bad, therefore planetary influence is not okay, chant this. Knowledge we need, we want a sharp intellect. So for anything, whatever we need in our lives, Vishnu Sahasranama is the only thing for all of us. If we take up to the chanting, like I said, hearing also is equally powerful. But with all our attention, we should hear it. So hearing, chanting, etc. For all of that, Vishnu Sahasranama. It is called as stotra of all stotras. Stotra Raj it is called. But all these benefits will come to us only when we do the hearing or the parayana or the chanting only with Shraddha Bhakti. That is the main thing. That should be there in us. Then everything will fall into place. Now, 108 verses are there. To hear them or to chant them, even full speed, it will take some time. Minimum 15 to 20 minutes it will take. Proper chanting or hearing it. Now we are all we want everything fast. So the Lord also knows. And so therefore, the very beautiful incident over there where Parvati asks her consort, Parameshwara, she says, is there a quick shortcut method? Because the Sahasranama is too long. Is there an upaya? Upaya means a remedy, something which can be equivalent to this, but it won't take so much of time. But if I do that in a small time interval, it is equivalent to having chanted the entire Vishnu Sahasranama, which will take 15 to 20 minutes minimum. Bhagavan over there, Shankara says, yes, there is Parvati. And what does he say? He tells her what is the solution for it or the upaya for it. So normally we end it with this sloka. We will chant it. I'm sure all of us know it together, know it all. So together 3 times. You will all chant in your houses. I will chant over here. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Parvati asks Shiva, is there a quicker method, an easy way, upaya, plan we can say, of saying something or doing something in a short time interval and it will become equal to having chanted the entire Vishnu Sahasranama. The Vishnu Sahasranama rendering Parayana is very powerful. So that shortcut method also should be equally powerful. Bhagavan says, yes, there is. And what does he say? He tells her, chant Rama 3 times. Simple. Say Rama, Rama, Rama. Sahasranama Tattulyam. It is equivalent to, not equal, equivalent to having chanted the entire 1000 names of the Lord. So 1000 names of the Lord in one balance, 3 little times Rama's name in the other balance, pan, it will become equal. Sahasranama Tattulyam. So that is the greatness of Ramanama. So he said, why is it like that? Ra plus ma. So in Sanskrit, all the aksharas, the alphabets are associated with numerals. So ra, ya, ra is assigned the number 2. Ma is assigned the number 5. So when we put ra and ma together, it becomes 2 and 5 over there. We don't add, we multiply. In our tradition, there is no addition, only we multiply. 3 times more, 5 times more, 100 times more, 1000 times more. That's how it is. So once we say Rama, it is equivalent to chanting 10 names of the Lord, because 2 into 5 is equal to 10. So once we say Rama, it is equivalent to having chanted 10 names of the Lord. If we say Rama, Rama, 10 into 10 becomes 100. So it's equivalent to doing an Ashtottara. Whenever we go to the temple, Archana we do over there, we tell the Purohit, and on our behalf they do the Ashtottara, 108 names of the Lord. All Rama Ashtottara, Vishnu Ashtottara, Shiva Ashtottara, Devi Ashtottara, all are there, 108. So by just saying Rama and Rama, we have chanted 100 names of the Lord. If we say Rama, Rama and Rama 3 times, it is 10 into 10 into 10, it becomes 1000. That's the glory of Ramanama. So just by saying Rama, Rama, Rama 3 times with all Shraddha and Bhakti, today we would have finished our Vishnu Sahasranama. But that is only for a crisis. Bhagavan knows our motive. So simply because we are lazy, we say Rama, Rama, Rama 3 times and say today I finished my Vishnu Sahasranama, it won't work out. Bhagavan always sees the motive behind it. Supposing in some crisis time we really could not take up the Vishnu Sahasranama, then with all Shraddha and Bhakti, we say I take the name of Rama 3 times. The Lord will accept it. It's all not what we do, but it is how we do, what we do, which is more important. So that's the glory of Ramanama. The glory of Ramanama is itself a different topic altogether. So therefore, normally, because Maheshwara himself, Purandara Dasaru in a song on glorifying Ramanama, he said, who knows the glory of this Nama of the Lord, Rama, two-lettered Nama. He says, Shiva knows in Kashi, Valmiki knows, and Hanumanji knows. They really know the glory and the greatness of Sri Ramanama. So therefore, normally whenever we finish chanting the entire Vishnu Sahasranama, we take up this verse also, wherein Lord Shankara himself glorifies Ramanama. So 3 times if we say Rama, 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 it is equivalent to having chanted or heard the entire Vishnu Sahasranama. With this, we come to the conclusion of Vishnu Sahasranama, the explanation, the class, the sessions that we have been taking. We started it, I'll just take another 2-3 minutes. We started it 2 years back. March we started 2022. So 2 years we have gone through it. We have gone through it elaborately. Before I even say anything, I would like to offer my humble prostrations unto the Lord, my humble prostrations and salutations unto my own Guru, Swami Chinmayananda, without whom the satsangs would not have been possible at all. Lord's grace is needed, the teacher's grace, Acharya's grace, the Guru's grace is needed for everything. So I prostrate onto the Lord, I prostrate onto my teacher, my Guru, and also I would like to thank each and every one of you, without which the satsang would not have been possible at all. And especially I'd like to mention the members of Delhi. They are the ones who wanted the Vishnu Sahasranama. So it came from there actually. So they wanted it, and that's how it all started. So therefore, my humble salutations to all of you who have been a part of this beautiful journey, beautiful satsang, through and through and through. 2 years is quite a long time. And then I also would like to acknowledge over here Padmaja and Anaga, who have beautifully chanted the verses for the video uploading. She used to come in the beginning, but for some reason she could not make it on Thursday 4 to 5. She was feeling very bad. I said, never mind, you chant. She used to do the chanting in the beginning. So they have been chanting it and sending me the recording. So beautifully they've chanted it. So that has been put every day, edited and put for the sessions, and it is being uploaded. So I'd like to remember Padmaja and Anaga, and thanks to them also. So with this, thanks again once again to all of you.
Ishvara uvacha Shriram Ram Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane Shriram Ram Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane.